Good morning everyone and welcome to my hobby home. My name is Cathy. This morning I am going to be doing a craft for you. I am going to be completing this winter felt wreath. I received this from Annie's on her website. I believe it's anniescatalog.com, and I'm going to say, please forgive me about the light again. I'm not in my normal location, so the lighting is a bit different. But I hope you'll be able to see all of this well enough that if you have this, we can follow along. Or if you don't have it, it may encourage you to run over to anniescatalog.com and get it. I believe I got this for close to $5 for this whole set. The set included, or the kit included, your ring here. I know it's, let me do this so it'll be easier to see. Your wreath form, and looks like we got 2 grays. It's got the leaf already die cut in there. 2 off-white felts with the leaf already die cut. 2 darker grays with the leaves already die cut. And 3 greens with the leaves already die cut. This morning, also my sound may be a little different. I have my mic over here to the side because I don't want to be bumping it and giving you guys a lot of craziness. So the things that you will need is a pair of scissors and a glue gun, and I have glue, and I probably need to go get another stick just in case. So bear with me, let me grab another stick of glue. Okay, so I grabbed my whole bag here. This is Gorilla Glue that I use, hot glue sticks. I like them better because this is going to be something that may be exposed to heat, and I don't want the leaves to fall off because I don't think I'm going to put this on my front door, but I believe, which is south facing, so it does get all the sun. And I believe I'm going to put it over my fireplace, which then again is exposed to heat when well, it's not direct heat, but it will be heat. So let's just get on into it. I'll open the instruction booklet here and I'll tell you what all it says. I know we're going to need to cut out these, but let's see what we have to do first. We may need to go on and do that. This is in our kit, die cut felt sheets, hook, wireframe, and ribbon. I don't know what hook. Is it in this? Oh, okay. This is a hanging hook. It's just one of those adhesive back hooks that you hang it on. Okay, it says you'll also need hot glue gun and glue sticks, scissors, wax, or parchment paper. I have my parchment paper here. Please read all hints before you begin. Cover your work surface. Wax or parchment paper makes a great non-stick surface to use hot glue on. Hot glue is hot. Keep glue off your fingers. Getting started, it says leaves. Cut out all die cut felt leaves and place them into piles of like colors. So that's what I'm going to do first. And some of these looks like you can probably just tear them out of the die cut. There may be a place or two I may need the scissors, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like I can tear them. See, just tear them straight off the sheet. Okay, I'll be right back with you once I get all of these done. You may want to pause the video if you're doing this and go on and get all of your leaves out of the felt pieces of the felt. I did find after the first 2 pieces of felt that if you leave the 2 colored pieces, the same color pieces stacked together, you could punch them all out at the same time. It makes it a little quicker. But right here I have all of my felts stacked together by color. I'm going to get my directions here again. It says place a drop of hot glue on bottom round part of leaf and pinch sides together. So that's going to be, I'm going to hold you where you can see. Let me get a white. That may be easier to see. That's going to be this end down here. So let me just show you. I have my hot glue gun. Let me get my scissors out of the way. I don't need them. I'm going to move the parchment paper over here in front of me. Now I'm just going to put it said just put a dot. So, yep. And it says just fold it and pinch it to itself. So I'm folding and making sure I'm in the center there. And the glue, of course, is coming out the end. Which is going to be fine because if necessary, I can trim it up. Place a drop of hot glue on bottom round part of leaf and pinch sides together. Hold for a few seconds while glue cools. Yeah, and you really can't feel the glue through the felt. It's not that hot through the felt. So we're going to hold it for a few seconds. And you'll be able to see there that it is a leaf shape. Repeat this step for all leaves. So you may want to pause again. I'm going to go on and get all of these leaves done, and I'll be right back with you after I'm done with them. Okay, I'm back. I have just completed doing the white leaves. You may be able to see that. It has taken me probably about 32 minutes, 33 minutes to complete just the white leaves. There are more green leaves. We have about the same light gray and dark gray as we do the white. So I'm going to say that's going to take at least another hour to do these two and maybe an hour and a half to do the green. So we're looking at a project that is an all-day project. This is not a quick project like I thought it was. But that's okay. I have all day just about. I can pop out and pop back in and be with y'all. So I will come back though after I've completed all of the leaves next. I just kind of wanted to give you a time frame that we're probably looking at several hours. So I did not get to finish this when I was in Kentucky. My grandbaby was born, and that was more important than finishing this. So I'm finishing it at home. So you see all of our leaves cut right here and glued together. So now what we are doing is we are taking the strip. Remember, we didn't know what to do with this strip, and we are going to be gluing the leaves on this strip. We are going to put a glue dot about an inch from the end, and you notice me swirling it there. I'm just doing this so you can see. And we take one of our leaves and put it at a 45-degree angle. And I have fast drying glue, so I have to hold this on, and I can't just put my glue dots all the way down. And then the next one, we put it 1.5 inches from the last one. We will get a total of 8. So after the dark gray, we are going to put a white. And you just alternate the colors. I've already got 2 strips done. And after the white, we're doing a green. I'm trying to keep the colors consistent on each one of the strips so I don't have a bunch of the same color when we put this on the frame. And this is going pretty quick. The thing that took the longest was gluing all of these shut. That's what took the longest. But I'm hoping just to be able to show you this, and you can see. Okay, so after the green, I have a light gray. And of course, using the hot glue, we're going to have the little glue squiggles there. And I just continue doing a dot of hot glue, and I start over. I'm using my dark gray, and these are all going at a 45-degree angle. And you notice I have parchment paper down. I might have told you this before, but the parchment paper is on my cutting mat because I don't want to ruin my cutting mat with hot glue on it. And that, if I got it on my cutting mat, that would ruin a rotary blade real quick like. Okay. And I'm putting a generous amount of glue on these because when I press this down, I do want that glue to spread so it holds more of that leaf down. So I need to do one more. Looks like I kind of got off on my spacing here, but I have to do one more because they need to have 8. Each one of them should have 8. Okay. So now that I have this side of the strip done, I'm pressing it and making sure everything, I have to turn it over. So when I turn it over, the easy thing is I see my glue where I put it on that side. What you do with this side is you now do it in between each one of those. So I have to see how I did this. So like I had a light gray and then I had dark gray. I knew there was a method to my madness there. I just couldn't remember how I did it. So, and remember, always make sure your leaves are going in the same direction. They're pointed the same way. They're going in the same direction. And you don't have to do it how I'm doing it. I'm doing it kind of in a color sequence because I don't want the same one, but it may still end up that way because I've got to put them all on this wreath form here in just a bit as soon as I get all of them done. Because it says to do all of the leaves until they're all on a strip. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing all my leaves until they're on a strip. And we are going to be having some glue strings that we have to remove, which is okay. I mean, that's part of working with hot glue. And this is a little something different for y'all. Normally I do sewing and quilting, but this is just as important. I mean, these are things you can do with children at Christmas time. You can make crafts. I know after Christmas last year, I went to Michael's and they had some of the cutest little, I think it might have been felt ornament kits. And I got felt ornament kits for the kids. You know, I don't have any idea what Christmas is going to look like this year because my son is going to be deployed, so he won't be here. And the only other children I really see at Christmas, which, I mean, my children are not children anymore. They're all grown. But the only other children I see at Christmas, which is not a guarantee, I may see my sister's grandkids, my older sister's grandkids. My younger sister don't live here. And so that, you know, that's pretty much all I will see at Christmas. And my older sister, her oldest grandbaby is like 12, so I don't know that she would want to do a craft, but you know, I have them just in case. Just because if they don't use them, I can hold on to them. And my grandbabies can do them in the future when they get old enough. But I always like having little craft kits and stuff like that for the kids, you know, that may come over. And I'm going to keep doing these on strips. Now, see, we have a whole bunch of strips here. We don't have as many leaves. I'm just going to keep doing these, and I will bring y'all back when I have all of the leaves on a strip. Now, I think I'm going to have some green ones left, but once I have them all on a strip, I will bring you back. Okay, now we have all of our strips completed. So now what we are going to do is, let me get my, it says place wire rack on work surface and wrap felt strips. We still have these left, and we still have these leaves left. It says wrap felt strips around the whole frame, gluing ends together as you go. So it doesn't show away, but I'm going to start it and glue right here anyway. I want to start it with a good thing of glue. And then I'm going to just start wrapping it. Now I do end right here. I'm going to glue that end down. I'm afraid if I don't put some space on this. But then I'm going to start my next strip. Whoops, and I dropped that one. I'm going to go on and put a glue dot right there. That's isn't a glue dot, but I'm just going to hold that on there. And then I'm going to continue to wrap around the frame here. And I'll be right back when I get that done. Okay, I now have the wreath frame completely wrapped, glued. There was barely enough strips. I mean, you have to be very conscious about how tight you make, how close you make these. So the instructions say, start gluing leaf strips to the inner and outer edges. Just going to run a bead of glue. Now I know that's not going to be the full thing, but I'm going to sit this down and then start just sticking the felt, the strips to that. Okay. Now, like I said, I knew it was not going to be all the way around, which was okay. I think I've got to figure out how I'm going to do this. I think I'm just going to put the glue on the bottom of the strip here. And then just press it around. Okay, but see, it is don't know if you can see that, but I'll show you from the back. You can see how it's all glued all the way around. But this is the wreath. Let me get my glue gun out of the way so I'm not touching that. This is the wreath. It looks pretty full, but I think I'm going to tuck in some of these green leaves. See, that does, whoops, that fills that in perfectly there. So guys, I'm going to try to go in and keep filling this in, and I'll bring you right back once I'm completed. Okay, I have this completely done. I tried using all of the leaves. I ended up with 3 that's not used. I think I have this filled out pretty good. I'm just going to show you the whole thing. Wreath. Let you see that there. So tell me what you think. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. It'd be great if you subscribed. And also, leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this. It wasn't a very difficult project to do, so y'all check out anniescatalog.com and look at their kits that they have. Like I said, I did get this one on sale. I think it was $4.99, I think. And this is going to be a beautiful addition. Let me get that where you can see it. This will be a beautiful addition to my holiday decor this year. I think this will go perfectly, actually, because I'm probably going to be doing a woodland Christmas. I will be doing some red and green, but I'm probably going to be doing more of this color. I don't know, with silvers. I like doing mercury glass at Christmas. Well, I actually like doing mercury glass anyway. I love mercury glass. I think it's beautiful. But yeah, just tell me what you think. And as always, until I see you again, have a very blessed day. Goodbye.